next match, a home game against promotion-bound Fulham, and the gulf between the two sides was far too evident for all to see. Trip there from Dominic Naylor, no real arguments from Orient, a blatant penalty. And it was Blake who put Fulham in front. Well, Orient huffed and puffed, but it's all about finishing in this game. And finishing is just what Fulham did. This time it's Carpenter who finds Fulham second. (2-0) the final score. Well, for once, Orient could say that Lady Luck wasn't on their side when they entertained Lincoln City. No doubts about the penalty coming up. And Ainsworth converting this one to give Lincoln the lead. But Orient were really running the show with all the football coming from the home side. It seemed they'd got their just desserts from this corner in the second half. Timmins netting his first goal for the club. At 1-1, it looked like only one side would win it. However, Brown had different ideas for Lincoln, and against the run of play, Lincoln City took the lead again. Orient weren't to be denied, though, and back they came yet again. This time, Andy Arnott. (2-2), and it looked like only one side could take the points now. But almost cruelly, it seemed, up stepped veteran Phil Stant to really steal the points for Lincoln. Through the legs of Paul Hyde in the Orient goal. 3-2, and for once Orient could say they were hard done by. They made up for that disappointing defeat with a wonderful victory at Scunthorpe, though, that almost ensured their league status. It was Scunthorpe who had taken the league, though, early on through Forrester, and Orient who equalised through Timmins. Then up stepped Justin Channing, 2-1, and a vital 3 points that for Leyton Orient. It was a return to Brisbane Road for former O's keeper Mervyn Day, this time as manager of promotion-bound Carlisle. He could only stand and watch, though, as Orient were given the lead by Scott McLeish, and then some woeful defending, letting in the same player for Orient's second. Hopper just pulling one back right on the stroke of half-time, though, following the rebound, but it wasn't to be enough. A great victory that for Orient. It ensured their league status. Orient 2, Carlisle 1. But it all went badly wrong following a wonderful opening goal there by Channing at Hartlepool. Equally stunning equalised from Bradley. Paul Baker easing any relegation worries Hartlepool may have had before the match. And Steve Halliday breaking away to round off a woeful afternoon for Leyton Orient. 3-1 to Hartlepool, the final score. Well, Orient's penultimate home match of the season was against Doncaster Rovers, themselves in dire relegation trouble. There's the opening goal. Alex Inglethorpe bagging that one. Well, 1-0 was to become 2-0.
Great corner.
Arnold on hand to put the game beyond Doncaster. Cram nose to grab a late consolation for the visitors. Mark Warren feeling that his opposing number made a meal of things. The referee had no doubt, though, pointing straight to the spot. Cram made it 2-1, but Orient took the points. Well, Orient's next match, a visit to Hull, who'd had a disappointing season. There's the opening goal of the match, scored by Peacock. Well, 1-0 became 2-0 as Mann put in a beautiful chip. Orient got a sniff, though, in this match when Alex Inglethorpe pulled one back. But Bruce Rioch's son, Greg, was on hand to make it 3-1 to Hull. Penalty, said the referee, and the keeper sent the wrong way. Orient weren't dead yet, though, and Griffiths gave them some hope. But 3-2 it remained. And a red card to boot. Well, Hereford United came to Leyton Orient knowing they needed to win to stay in the Football League. It wouldn't have mattered what Brighton did then, but it all went dreadfully wrong for them in the second half. Alex Inglethorpe following that deflection, putting the O's 1-0 up, and the writing was on the wall when Martin Ling was to step up and find Orient second. Wonderful finish this from Ling. He really picked his spot. Well, Tony Agana came on for Hereford as they desperately had a search for a point. And it was Tony Agana who was to pull one back for Hereford United in the second half. It wasn't to be enough, however, and the following Saturday, Hereford lost their league status against Brighton. But it was time for the last match of the season and a visit to Chester City. Well, Chester were already in the playoffs, but it was an added bonus for Orient to take the points. Thanks to Alex Inglethorpe. A disappointing season, though, for Orient. One which they look to improve on next time round. We hope you enjoyed this year's video, and we look forward to seeing you again next season.